All right, hello everyone. It is day number 409 complete. Hi there, I'm the Pathwalker. I upload daily videos on how my day went. I talk about, uh, you know, I had things planned for the day. Did we do everything we wanted to do for the day? What went well, what went bad? How's it all going? Today was the first day of September. It was a good day. There's only like this actually was such an amazing day. It just had one issue, which is the most common issue we've had, which is our sleep. I know it's almost a bad joke at one point, and I remember in June, July, and even in August, I was like, no, we're always going to talk every day. We're going to talk about the sleep, sleep, sleep. Now I'm kind of it's kind of changing, and we are going to definitely talk about sleep in the post section of this video. But let's talk about what happened today. So first of all, last night we didn't floss. We don't have floss. We need to buy floss. I didn't sleep at 4 a.m. I should have. I ended up unfortunately sleeping at 6:50 a.m. Now, you will notice it is 5:29 a.m. So we're not looking good right now because I still haven't eaten. Um, and I'm kind of relatively on small amounts of sleep and well interrupted sleep and things need to be done. So what happened? Firstly, we didn't wake up at 1 p.m. We woke up at 1:45 p.m. But that's okay because I don't know if I made this clear, but I am now with my I'm home alone for like about the next this day plus 3 days, so 4 days in total, and I have to take care of my dog. There's multiple things I have to do. I have to feed him at 10 a.m. I have to give him medication at around noon. I have to um, do extra stuff afterwards, but those two are the big ones because I have to wake up at early times to do this. So last night I went to sleep at 6:50 a.m. and then I woke up about 3 hours later, fed my dog, had to be up, had to let him go outside for like 15 minutes. So I'm awake for 50 minutes. I go back to sleep. I wake up again at like 12 or 12:30, give him his medication, go back to sleep. These interrupted sleeps, it's not healthy. But we were able to wake up at 1:45 p.m. and our friend called us for ramen. It worked out. I had ramen with my friend. We then actually went to buy a hard drive at a computer store, which I was happy because I needed it. In fact, as of this moment, you'll notice there's that loading thing over there. That's me transferring a lot of my Twitch stream videos to my hard drive, about a 5 terabyte hard drive, so that I can store all of these things. Um, and yeah, so basically, I didn't eat egg meal because I ate the ramen, so obviously those cancel each other out. I didn't go to the groceries. I didn't have time, but that's fine. This wasn't really a big deal. This was just something that kind of needs to be done soon. Just some things I need to buy, but there's no like emergency foods or anything like that. And I didn't have the year review video work because it was just ramen store back home, and I had to work. Everything else got done. Push-up workouts were split. I had 3 sets that I did in the middle meal or during my middle break, and then in my last break, and then here abstinence fantastic, terrific. The problem is this, right? Now, how can I justify what just happened? I remember talking yesterday. I was like, I just want to have 4 hours of just free time where I don't have to worry about anything. So why did this happen? I ended up being surprisingly productive after work. I ended up spending a little bit more time at work than I would have liked, but it was fine. I ended off work at around 12:40 a.m. Did some work stuff, but that's fine. And then I may have procrastinated a little bit on my phone because my phone, sometimes it's in the bathroom. Sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, I subconsciously move it back to my room as I'm going back and forth. But it's obvious it is working. I have very limited time on the phone. And then I just started doing things. So all the things I did are here. Now you'll see this is a very long list. I don't know if this may be the longest day, I'm not even kidding, of things that I've done. Now, just because it's a long list doesn't mean they're all that productive. So look, I talked about the way I was waking up and going to sleep. We fed dog, gave the dog med, we had ramen with med, bought the hard drive, work, walk the dog, work, fed dog, push-up workout, 3 times 31 relatively slow push-ups with about 7 minutes rest between sets. Normally I would be doing 10 wide grip, 10 normal, 10 short grip, but I'm kind of like, going in it. And if you do push-ups where you're kind of like with that motion, it makes them a lot easier than going and actually doing the motion without any momentum at all. I'm able to do like 50 plus push-ups with momentum, but doing them really slow, I really could only do 31. And I did exactly 31 3 times. And then in my last break at work, I did 31 again. But then after 7 minutes, I could only do 24. So clearly, I worked out with the push-ups, which is fun. I also need to water the flowers. Not just do I have to take care of my dog, I have to water the flowers. Um, and give my dog the medication, feed the dog. Like there's extra stuff I'm doing. I also did the dishes, which really had to be done. The kitchen is fantastic. It's in a great state right now. I then wrote tomorrow's schedule. I ordered some sandals because my current sandals slash flip flops are like wearing out, and I needed new ones. And I bought some interesting ones. I'm not. This isn't a sponsorship anyways. How can I even dare say the word sponsorship? I bought these things from a company called Zero Shoes. That's like zero but with an X instead of a Z. Zero Shoes. It's basically like barefoot. They focus on having barefoot shoes. And I got these sandals, so it's very close. There's like you're really close to um, they're sandals, but they're very close to the ground, so you can really feel the ground more. They're really wide, and I actually got this thing called Neboso because it just sounded interesting. Basically, there's a bunch of dots on it, and it helps you have more tactile feedback on your feet. I'm really about that more primitive kind of lifestyle where we were out and about in our bare feet, and it really strengthens your feet and gives it certain like agility. And I believe in that. I believe in it. It doesn't hurt. It's just at the end of the day, it's just a sandal, but I liked it and I thought it was good for my health. Then I showered, then I did stream work, and this is where I ended up doing a bunch. I just started just doing a whole bunch of things. I started calculating things. I started um, uh, adjusting my Twitch. I had a few little Twitch stuff to do. I adjusted my Twitch bio. I was doing the file transfer. I opened this. I started like writing down things I have to do. Um, what else did I do? I feel like I did more too. Anyways, I was just like looking at all kinds of stuff, looking at what needs to go, pay bills, like just I kept moving, moving, moving. I had some little breaks here and there, but overall, all I did was, I got everything like done, and it felt good. I felt like I just had this energy, like I just want to keep going, keep doing things. Now, obviously, the problem with this, the detriment is this is going to heavily impact my sleep. I still have this whole I want to have my me time before sleep, and I'm going to talk about that at the end of after this video. But let's talk about our plan for tomorrow. We're going to wake up at 10 to feed the dog. Wake up somehow, hopefully, I don't know how, but if I could, especially on limited sleep, wake up at 12:30 p.m. Give our dog their medication, eat egg meal, shower, rock climb, work, everything, water flowers during this break, feed the dog, eat small meal, write tomorrow's schedule, and then give dog bed, water flowers, abstinence, start streaming at 12:30, and then go to sleep by 5 a.m. What's crazy is I was so in the zone when I was in this state, I started just writing the day after even. I already had all these other stuff. Oh, call the dentist. Oh, another one, just so that I don't forget it, vacuum. I want to vacuum everywhere as well. And I don't even know why I'm doing this right now on this video, but it just goes to what am I doing? Year year review video. Okay. Um. Anyways, it's not completed because I'm supposed to do this tomorrow anyways. Okay, so yeah, clearly we have our day cut out for us. For the goal viewer, sleep, I'm gonna have to put it in the red as much as I don't want to. 6:50 a.m. is not acceptable. Even though we woke up relatively good, it's not acceptable. Main job, we did great at work. We had a really good performance. We had our best performance review of this last month, and everything's like looking really good for my job. I feel very good about my job. I'm almost moving into beyond green at this point. Um, YouTube, I feel fine. Twitch, everything else here, I feel good. If we rock climb again tomorrow, I think I'm fine putting maybe a little bit more consistency because we did start missing rock climbing days that I didn't like. So let's try to keep that up. Family, friends, I went now. I asked my friend about ramen. He ended up messaging me. I'm so happy I spent time with him. Friends is definitely going to go up. Romantic, nothing happened yet there, but that's to be determined on what's going on there. And that's it. So this was the first day of September. I have to say, overall, Very good day. Dare I say fantastic day, apart from the side with the sleep and the fact that, it's late now. But I felt motivated. I felt like I was moving, moving, moving. And I actually even have even more good news. I don't know why. I was just like, let's just try to get as much things done. It's weird. It's almost like I felt like I was kind of on Adderall. I've never been on Adderall. I've just heard that once you're on Adderall, you just feel like being productive and doing things. I kind of just felt that. It kind of just came out of nowhere too. There's nothing that really prompted this. And trust me, I'm aware. Like, what was it that I did? I mean, other than the fact that I had to take care of my dog, maybe those extra steps, is that what did it? And that actually plays into a point I want to bring today. That was very interesting to me. I wrote this down, and I really started writing these things down. Like I have some things I want to do. The moment I write them down, I'm putting them on paper, and it works. I'm actually going to take this off. I used to have this sticky note that said, "Think about how awesome it feels when you stick to your foundation." I used to have it on my front thing. This wasn't working, so you know, granted, it's just a small sticky note. Maybe having somehow like a big text saying something might be more noticeable for me to remind things. The sticky note on my computer didn't do anything. So if you want feedback, I don't think having a sticky note just like on your computer, like conquer the day or those kind of things. I don't think that really works. Maybe it's person dependent. Doesn't work for me. For this, I wrote oxymoron of being more productive during free time when you have less free time when you're busy. So this is something interesting that I noticed. Surprisingly, I am having to deal with my dog, meeting with friends and everything. Surprisingly, there's this oxymoron, right? Because you'd think, oh, when I have all this free time, I can do all the things I need. Imagine if I didn't have work, I could do whatever I wanted. I could be so productive. The tendency, at least for me, and see if you can relate to this, is that you end up actually being less productive the more free time you have. I noticed this. I remember I worked a summer job, and I would work 12-hour shifts 5 to 6 days a week. And surprisingly, despite, 12 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, that leaves me 4 hours for my day, and that includes like eating and stuff. I was still able to be more productive than when I wasn't working. How was that? Like I would end up just getting things done. Why is that? I think it has to do with the idea of keeping your engine running. When you are busy, you are moving. Maybe there's a part of it that's physical, right? Actually moving, physically moving. I talked about how I always have a good day. Well, not always, but I noticed a pattern that when I start my day, first of all, eating food and actually moving my body, like going rock climbing, I thought it was initially I achieved something in my day, and maybe that's something important, but maybe that physical activity is also important. But maybe there's something to this idea of keeping your engine running, constantly like doing things that just gets you productive. If you start like chilling out, you can get lost into this like time where, oh, I don't really have to do anything. I could just keep watching this or playing this game. I could just lie down on my bed on my phone. I could just do whatever. And that time, so, you would think intuitively that doing that would recharge your batteries, but it doesn't really seem to be the case. I mean, unless you really, you're off of like no sleep or you really worked really hard or you had a really stressful day or something, I don't think resting is helpful. Like only rest when you're really like, okay, oh my gosh, like I feel exhausted, let me take a rest right now. But if you don't feel that, like just because you did something or just because you're like, oh, I kind of got some free time, I don't think that's the right move. I think that's making you go in the less productive direction. I really believe this. Um, so another exciting piece of news, and I still have to talk about the sleep, of course. My therapist just randomly messaged me out of the blue 2 days ago. I just read their email, and they offered for us to do another interview with the main topic being procrastination, which she has a very interesting take on. And I replied to her, I'm like so thrilled about this. I love the fact that I'm going to do this again. I was worried, is it just a one-time thing? It's like, no, this is great, and I'm actually going to be able to. Um, Interview her again. I'm asking her if she wants to do the same format where I kind of come up with topics and kind of just throw to her, because I'm sure I could talk forever about so many things, but especially something like procrastination. And or if she has another idea that she would rather do. So I'm going to wait on that, but we're definitely doing it. It's going to happen on September 11th, which is in about a week and a half from now. Um, and yeah, it has to happen in the morning. She told me that time, like, I don't care if it's earlier than my normal schedule, I am doing this. Like, I cannot skip out on this no matter what, so I'll make it work. Um, yeah, I don't know, just I'm feeling very, very fortunate that I have such a nice opportunity, such a great therapist that will do this. I'm really looking forward to that conversation. I'll obviously talk more about it as we move on towards that date. So, as you can tell, I'm talking fast. My engines, I don't know. I feel good. I feel I did well at work. Everything got done. I got so many things done. It kind of just came out of nowhere. Maybe this is just one of those things that happens. All of a sudden, you just get these things. I really don't feel like saying, "Oh, I feel this way now. I'm gonna keep feeling this way." This could be a temporary effect that disappears the moment I go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, but I made a decent amount of use out of this energy, and I feel great about it. I even started dusting up. I started like doing some things, and yeah. So just like that, it's 16 minutes into this video. I can't. I didn't even notice that. That's unbelievable. I thought we were maybe at the 10-minute mark. Yeah, I'm just going. Real quick about the sleep. I I keep disabling the blue light filter because I had things I wanted to do, and I started thinking, oh, I want to like do the thumbnail for my video where I want to see the colors right, and I think that's just an excuse. I really should just keep the blue light filter that starts at 4 a.m. on the whole time, and if I need to remove it just for a little bit to see some colors for something when I do my thumbnail, fine. But if I'm not doing that, I'm just going to keep it on. So that's something I'm going to do. Again, I'm still going to be monitoring um, how this blue light filter is working. I still haven't really given it a legit shot because I keep turning it off, so I can't really say that it's working or not. I'm forcefully doing this, but the real thing for me is right now the problem we're having is we're going to sleep later than we need to be. We're postponing it. I am not making sleep my priority. Even though I've talked about how important it is and how I've always said this is the number one priority, I'm not acting that way. I'm saying, no, I want to do this. I want to do this. I feel like in the way, because I had this energy of wanting to do things, I think it was okay that I did this, but we really need, I want to go to sleep at 4 a.m. I want to have that my regular sleep time. I can just envision such a healthy day and just everything getting better and better from that point. So that's kind of what I'm just banking on at this point. Um, I'm, I need to make room for me time, right? Even after this video ends, I'll be like, I still want to like maybe watch an episode of an anime or something while I eat. I'll just watch one, but that's the kind of thing that, I need to plan around. Uh, I'll just maybe I could just say, hey, this day was more of a spontaneous day where we happen to have all this energy to do things. Maybe we can say it's a one-off, but going forward, we're not going to have that. So we need to really start making good progress. I'm not going to put too much value in what time I go to sleep tonight, but tomorrow night, after we stream, that's when I'm going to be like, you know what? Because I have to wake up early and I have to do things. So I'm going to be tired enough. I should be able to actually go to sleep at like 5 a.m., for example, and that would be great. I go to sleep at 5 a.m. I wake up at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. if I need more sleep, and we're right where we need to be. We're almost right in the direction where everything needs to go. And September, I would love it. September, I really feel like this month can be so impactful because, like I mentioned from before in the August 2023 review video and yesterday, we have tools to use. My headset is going to be dying soon. I'm going to call it again. Um, but hold on, where is it? It's coming. It's coming soon. I know it's coming because my headset's gonna die. Because after 20 minutes of not hearing any volume, it just suddenly dies and my mic's not gonna work. I don't know why it's stalling right now. Am I really cutting it right to the 20-minute mark? That's ridiculous. Oh no, actually, I think because the sound effect happened, it didn't work. Sorry, that was a little bit awkward. Man, I'm just I'm just on. It's almost like I'm on drugs right now. But what I was saying was, I really look forward to this month. This was a great start as the first day of September. I'm really looking forward to just being more and more productive in a lot of different areas, using the tools we've used. We've talked about already how we're making our streams more controllable, how we're dealing with phone time, how we're dealing starting with the sleep with the night filter, any other solutions, the problem solving that we talk about. And the problem solving for today is really just um, at the end of the day, wrap up whatever I need to do, get my video uploaded, and have my me time. That's always going to be the plan. Today was an exception, but even if, and I'm going to say this right now, even if there were extra things that I wanted to do in that day, let's even say I didn't work out. Let's say I missed a workout. That's fine. We are going to just move past that and not do the workout for that day. We're just going to focus again. Hey, let's finish up with work. Let's upload our video. Let's have our me time and go to sleep at a good time. That's the blueprint for me going to sleep on time. That's what I'm going to try to do. Also using the night filter that starts at the blue light filter that starts at 4 a.m. So that's the plan. Really surprising that the first day of September was like the length of a monthly review. We're 21 minutes now. If you listen and you made it this far, I don't know, leave a comment saying something about birds or dinosaurs or something, because that'll be impressive. But anyways, thank you for watching. As always, I'll be here tomorrow. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.